No.
God damn it,
Just
woman.
3.
Just 3. Well, hello everyone. We're starting just a little bit early because we're on a bit of a time crunch.
5.
We are?
We're starting 1 minute early.
What
That's
time
still early.
crunch are we
Excuse you,
on?
it's 2.
So, hello everyone and welcome to Fools and Flagons, a tabletop campaign made up entirely by me, where the players do dumb things and I try to make sense of it. And, oh, I didn't change that. It is not tonight. Today! We are continuing the Tales of Archeron. We live stream our D&D campaigns every Friday on Twitch, alternating between the Tales of Archeron, which is this one, and
Today's
Storm
not
King's
Friday.
Chaos.
It is.
Oh yeah, no, it's Monday because work sucked on Friday and I didn't get home until like 9.
Monday.
On alternating Fridays, we have the Storm King's Chaos, which is done by Brick over yonder way in the corner. We have a new layout. This is kind of cool.
It looks so good. Look at that
It does look
window.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very nice.
Got distracted. Both are available to watch again on our YouTube channel or to listen to in podcast form on most major platforms a week later. So if you're curious listening to us in the podcast form and you want to know what layout we're talking about, come find us on YouTube, Fools and Flagons. On top of... What are you doing?
I want to touch the candle.
No, Brick, bat. Someone teach him about fire.
Damn it.
On top of streaming the D&D on top of streaming the D&D on Fridays, we also stream a variety of games during the week with Pez Plays on the weekdays. Usually on Tuesdays. Sometimes that changes as schedules permit, and Metallurgy Magic on the weekends. This weekend we didn't do a Metallurgy this weekend, or if we did, I wasn't a part of it. I think we were planning on doing it, but then no one showed up except for me.
I think we were
Everyone
originally.
was busy on
I think
Saturday.
Yeah, it's a
He
holiday
was-
weekend, so he'll get over it. He's a sweet lad. If you like what we do and you would like to support us, please consider donating to our coffee page. That is ko-fi.com/fools&flagons. The links can be found below. Ko-fi. The links can be found below in the description, and donations are never required but always appreciated.
Always required, never appreciated.
All the proceeds from donations and memberships go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it helps keep the podcast alive and well. And if you're watching us live, we would like to thank you for your follows and subscriptions here on Twitch. We do apologize that we won't be recognizing them verbally so that we don't interrupt the flow of the story, but these guys over here, will probably be in the chat lurking and doing things while it's not their turn to talk, so feel free to chat them up. But if you distract them from me, I will hit you.
I will kill you with a meteor.
And if you haven't already and you would like to join us in some of our shenanigans when we're playing games or just talk about D&D stuff, please join the Discord. Those are also linked down below. I wish we had a quicker, easier link for me to say to you, but it's a jumble of letters and fun things, so good luck with that.
The Kef 157.
Anyway, any other announcements anyone has before we get started on today's session?
I hope if you're off, you're enjoying your holiday.
Is there
And
combat today?
Happy Memorial
That is the
Day.
second time I've been asked. Do not.
now we're all gonna die.
I just didn't know to pull up the thingy.
Pray you do not ask a third.
Pray I am not asked again. No, I don't believe there's going to be combat, but you guys can always prove me wrong. In which case, it'll probably just be theater of the mind, unless I need to do something. In which case, I will test out my abilities to draw in that program, and thankfully, it's very quick to open up. So,
You know,
Hey,
We'll
Mr.
fight
King!
Otis.
Bah!
you want to fight Otis?
I'm gonna fight Otis.
All right, let me go ahead and pull up his character
Otis the
page
drunk.
on D&D Beyond.
This stream is brought to you by D&D Beyond.
It is not.
No, it's not.
No.
We
We're
would
not
love it to
sponsored.
be.
No.
But if you would like to sponsor us, please contact us at D&D Beyond.
No,
No,
if you would like
what?
to contact us for a sponsorship, fools.foolsandflagons@gmail.com. I check it daily. So, with all that being said, that little shameless plug and plea for money,
We're desperate.
Bye.
yeah, grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons. I don't have my,
Ah,
I don't have my flask. I am so unprepared.
Don't worry, we're going for alcohol later.
That's true. We're probably going to be playing some stuff later on, so if you're interested and you're watching us live and you want to join in the shenaniganry, join the Discord. I'm probably gonna be drunk off my shit later this afternoon. So,
What?
Why?
what do you mean?
You work tomorrow?
Yeah.
When has
what
that
you-
ever stopped him?
Why are you gonna be drunk off your what?
What does that have to do with anything? Why is that
I-
gonna stop me?
What
so
you gonna be
confused.
playing?
Dinosaurs.
He's doing it so
Dinosaurs.
tomorrow when people ask him to do shit, he can say, "I'm too hungover."
I can't.
Yeah, probably between Dark Tide and Dinosaurs, depending on who's on and around.
Oh, okay. I can't join.
We'll play all the games you
You
don't
eating?
have. What do you have?
No, I want to play
What are you
only the
eating?
games she has.
Kirsten, what do you have?
A biscuit.
Oh,
Yummies.
pizza biscuit. I want to make those.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, Zeke ran away. Let's get started.
Kill
So,
him.
picking up where we last
Wait.
left
Excuse me.
off.
Does anybody else see the lightsaber in the fucking hallway?
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah. Are you
surprised?
Are you
Oh,
surprised?
wait. Is that the staff we got him?
Yes, that is your staff.
Oh, that's so cool.
So sweet.
Hallway
Aw.
decor.
What do
Aw.
you-
What?
He's
Oh, I
walking
think
out
he's-
the.
He's
Window.
blocking the sunlight. Batman. Insert Batman transition sound.
I remember when we got him that.
So we were geeking out about your lightsaber, and then we noticed the scepter that we got you hanging up in
Yeah.
the hallway.
Yeah.
It's super fucking cool. A place of honor.
You can't see it. That whole wall, that whole hallway is covered in weapons.
Oh. Okay.
You fucking
So we can just
nerd.
continually hurl things at home invaders.
Pretty much. There's my bow staff from when I did Taekwondo. There's Thorin's sword from The Hobbit.
Okay, we started
Sasuke's
early so we could play
katana.
D&D. We'll talk about that later.
Gotta
If
play.
you want to talk weapons, join us in Discord.
Yeah.
Picking up where we last left off, the Tempests confronted and defeated the Baroness Lorella Quint down in Emeraldpointe after finding that she was the culprit behind the attempted assassinations on Princess Ena Harpermere. The families of the blackmailed chef and the man who had been disintegrated were found locked within the mansion and quickly freed. Just as things were beginning to calm down, a mysterious figure confronted the Tempests and belittled them and their efforts. With a single explosive spell, the figure nearly wiped out the entire group. But Kasumi cast her own spell that made the figure see something it feared way more than it did them,
Me.
and in doing so, caused the being to flee, but not before announcing his name, Zephyrus. A week-long journey awaited the party as they traveled back to Harpermere. They read through the Baroness's journal to try and piece together what caused her to commit such heinous acts, and what she had to do with this mysterious purple being. Returning to the kingdom, and a brief meeting with the king, and many questions about the encounter being dodged by a certain Zaan,
No.
the Tempests turned in for the night within the comfort of their wagon home. The promise of a wedding and discussion about the promised ship awaited them in the coming days. So, we rejoin the Tempests now at the dawn of the 20th day of Iskali. Birds are chirping. There seems to be quite a bit more noise outside in the streets than you're used to, more than the normal morning hubbub that you've grown somewhat accustomed to over your time here in the kingdom. So, the day is yours. What would you all like to do?
It's too loud. I can't hear.
I'd like to
What?
get up and feed Apollo.
You
My
get
hungry,
up.
starving little babe.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
You dare question God?
19.
A 19. You wake up and your feet feel very heavy. And you
Sleeping
look
on my
up.
feeties?
You was sleeping on your feeties, and with that particular roll, you don't have dead leg.
Go!
You're able to wake up and kind of like work your feet out from under, and there's no pins and needles or anything. You don't stand up and just fall. But yeah, Apollo's there. As soon as you start to move, it gives big ol' stretchy stretch.
Oh, big
Big
stretch.
stretch.
So
Pick him up.
you're Suitcase him.
Suitcase him.
He's just kind of puffy cheeks.
Walk down the stairs.
Okay.
The kitchen.
Is Pez posed under the table, as is tradition?
As is tradition.
Are you looking for props?
Yeah. Come on. Let me get my hand, Bjerger.
I know that look.
Kasumi's
We're gonna
gonna
do
go
it in
downstairs
order.
and get tea.
Oh, there's a Vader helmet.
Bjerger.
I got mortar.
Okay, so everyone comes downstairs with their animal companions. You're living in a veritable zoo at this point.
Go, Rayquaza.
Actually, I think Kasumi's the only one that doesn't have a pet now, right?
I don't
She
need
is
one.
one.
She is.
No, she has
turns
the
into one.
teapot, right?
Oh,
teapot
the
weird.
tea weird.
Tea weird.
Yeah.
The tea weird.
Okay, well, you
Have
all
we
come
named that
down.
one yet?
Just my tea weird.
Chip.
Okay, I'm gonna call him Weirdo.
Kill
Okay,
him.
Wow. Dead.
time to murder.
Cover the little teapot ears.
So you all come down. Everyone's awake. Pez was under the table. I kind of forget all of your sleeping arrangements at this point. It's been a minute. Pez, I know, was always under the dining room table.
Study.
He's comfy. It
Right.
does.
Brick sleeps in the study in a chair. Kasumi and Veneer, you share the master bedroom still, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Zaan, did you take
I'm
the
in
guest
clo-
room?
No, I'm in the closet.
Which closet?
There's multiple. You can
There's
be
the
in-
one
You
with
can come
the chewed leg workbench table. There's the pantry there's the pantry, the clothing.
1, 2, 3. So it's 3. So probably the one with the clothing in it.
Okay, so you all come downstairs and you begin to wonder where Zaan is when the pantry, clothing, fern shop door opens and Zaan just walks out into the kitchen area.
Magnus is splooted on head. In between the ears.
Oop.
So, what are you all doing? You are awake.
Feeding the baby.
Okay.
Rick's gonna stick his head out the window and see what all the commotion's about.
Make a perception check for me. Veneer, you're very easily to, once Zaan is out of the closet, you go up, shut the door, turn the knob to the little meat haunch symbol, open it back up, and there's your veritable smorgasbord of stored meats, veggies, spices, hung sausage links. So whatever you're wanting to give your little Apollo.
Meat.
12. It's a little difficult to see from that angle, but there's a fair amount of guards patrolling around. There's people that look like they're carrying ladders. There's people with baskets. It's not the normal... With the area of the kingdom that you're in, it's usually very well-dressed, kind of the nobility walking around. There seems to be a lot more servanty type people around this morning.
Stick my head back in the window.
Oh, sorry. Were you like head out the window or looking through the window?
I was sticking my yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you were looking through the window because glass and the wagon is okay, but it's not like super high quality glass down there. Well, sticking your head outside, gonna completely revamp everything I just told you. You still see all of that, but you are. It looks like people are preparing. You see people hanging gossamer strands from light poles. There's long strands of hemp rope going from building to building. There's makeshift poles hung up. And from them you see that there seem to be other glittering, dangling objects. There's there's a few people out there that seem to be in more elegant robes versus normal outfits. And they're releasing these small metallic spheres that seem to float from their hands up towards a certain location, and then they just seem to stop and start floating there. But you have no idea what's happening.
I stick my head back in the window. Are they having the wedding today?
Mm-hmm. What wedding?
I don't think so.
There are lots of decorations outside.
Can I stick my head out the window?
It's your turn to stick your head out the window. You see the exact same thing that he saw. You can make a perception check if you want to try to get more information.
Yes, I would like to.
Beat a 12.
I beat a 12.
So I
No.
Then you see the same shit he saw.
Just both of us Scooby-Doo style sticking our heads out the window like,
Hold on.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know what you rolled now.
A 6.
Yeah, you start trying to look, but Apollo is under your arm, kind of squirming. He's got like a bit of meat like flipped up on his nose. That's what he's trying to get at. To like, yeah.
I go
Beat a
10 to
child.
that.
Kasumi has got her cup of tea,
Mhm.
and since Zaan has decided to leave his closet and come out into the common area, she's gonna slowly turn towards Zaan and have a very accusatory look at him.
Bitchies, I can't see you.
Zaan, Zaan, I know with your massive ears you can hear me.
What? No, I'm sorry. I'm deaf in 75% of both of my ears.
I'm gonna mage hand turn his head towards me.
You could try.
Oh man, how do I want to do that? Make a strength check, but add your spell casting modifier.
Oh.
So roll a d20, add your strength, add your spell casting modifier. Zaan, you make a contested strength check.
Well, it's safe to say she's probably turning my fucking face.
Nat 20!
I got a natural 1.
Biggest neck.
Justice! Yeah, Zaan, you try your best, but you just, like, the rest of you hear this cracking poppy sound. Okay,
Oh,
I'm looking at you
God.
now.
Guys, I can't feel the rest of my body anymore.
It felt weirdly good.
Zaan,
Huh?
we have to talk about things
What things?
that we haven't talked about
What?
that you have been tiptoeing around.
Nice.
What happened at that house?
Fighting and deaths and stuff like that.
Yeah. Why did that thing call you their son?
Oh, well, lost in translation.
No,
Probably.
no, because it looks like you knew who they were.
Nine. I don't know who you're talking. Wait, what? Hold 1 second here. First off, I do not know who the fuck they are. Second off, I don't know what you're talking about.
do I have another grandparent?
I am not going to confirm or deny this question.
So we're just
It's
gonna
time
not
you
talk
do.
about what happened?
What was it?
We're just gonna
Sorry.
not talk about what happened?
What specifically do we want to know?
The fact that that thing, whatever she turned into, knew who you were, referenced you as their son, and seemed to be specifically targeting you. And also, you did not seem like your normal self when we were there.
What? No.
What was that about?
Well, so it's just gonna sit there trying to kind of come up with an excuse. It's just like, I can't think of anything. So, hypothetically, I could or could not be the offspring of a evil, super powerful creature slash god thing. But that's just hypothetical.
What do you mean?
You look at Zaan, he's actually got a look of actually being baffled because he doesn't honestly know a ton about all of this himself. As you clearly should know, young lady. So, remember when I went to take a bath?
Oh, when you banished yourself. Yes. I remember that.
So, that's kind of where I went.
You went to where we all were?
When we blipped into the other universe, yes. Or the other realm of whatever you call it.
Okay, well, what was that place?
It's a very good question that I don't know the answer to. I literally don't know the answer to it. I don't know where it is. And I cannot find a description of it anywhere.
But you said you might be an offspring of something from there?
Well, they called me their son. Damn, did they call me my son or oops, I can't remember.
Son.
Yes, they called me their son. So, probably?
So did we just kill your mother?
No, I think the one possessing her was, oh no, they're not dead. Someone possessing her said that.
I thought your mother was.
Valkyrie.
Yeah. I was making sure it was the right name. I couldn't remember. I was like, I think it's Valkyrie. Ugh.
Well, I do want to point out if we're dealing with something from the astral sea or beyond, usually those types of entities don't really deal with gender.
I do not care. So, yes, Valkyrie is my mother, and, my father as well are both kind of an adopted parent.
Okay.
I mean, Valkyrie is not a rabbit.
Yeah,
That's
I
another
noticed
thing.
that.
Why, if this is some sort of all-powerful being that's claiming you as an offspring, why did it give you the form of a rabbit?
I never thought about that.
Are there a bunch of really angry rabbits in that realm?
Actually, there's a lot of nothing in that realm, other than like dread and evil. So, yeah, there's kind of like a lot of nothing. Also, it does make sense why I was originally red and purple.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't tell me about it.
Do you think
Been a long
that?
time for you.
Do you think that Shadow Fate, like Shadow Man, is from that realm?
Are you talking about the?
The one that's still your color.
You mean you were messing with the Shadow Man?
So it's either him or one of the ones that kind of look like him that was possessing that one dude.
Okay.
From the
Like the one that came out of that dude's ring.
Yes, but
Okay.
honestly, it
Dad.
didn't. Wait, what?
What if that's your dad?
The guy who stole his color, I think he would have recognized him the first time.
Not necessarily.
Oh, he just didn't say anything. If I was talking a lot of shit,
We were talking a lot of shit.
Huh.
I mean like a lot of shit.
I was barely aware of what was happening at that point.
True.
Oh, yeah,
you were
you
just
have a-
a wee bab.
So yeah, I know very little. All I know is that apparently he wants me back for some strange reason.
Okay.
So
Maybe you stole something.
Zaan just like looks at his outfit and just like goes through his belongings in his head and is like, I don't think so.
Can I
I mean,
like look up from my bowl of bugs that I'm eating and just look at everyone, and I'm glad my family's dead. Don't have to worry about all this drama.
Holy
Yeah, let's
shit!
focus on Zat. Let's focus on Zatwin. So, like, ignoring me for Pez.
Look,
How's
I'm
your
glad.
doc-
Listen, I'm glad we discussed it, okay? Because it needed to be discussed, even though we
All my
still don't have
friends are
answers.
dead.
I mean, yeah, Zat too, but I mean, it wasn't my fault I killed some.
So we might be running into more of your angry parents in the future.
Not my parents, but
Your creators, or whatever you want to call it.
Your siblings.
Also, the purple guy. Did he work for the thing in the other realm? Did he work for the smoke monster? Does he know that you're the offspring of the thingamajigger?
Well, I did pretty much say that I'm pretty sure that it was my father and he didn't really care, or my parents or whatever. So, I don't think they care? Me?
Such a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, are we really one to talk?
Yeah, Kasumi.
What? Mine's pretty simple.
Is it though?
It is.
Is it
Kind
though?
of. Not really. Kind of.
So yeah, I really don't want to tell the king any of that.
Oh no, we don't have to tell them that.
I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to be forced to confess as a. But we'll see how that goes. Look at the DM's like fucking biting his lip like. I don't know what.
I
to
know
talk
something
about.
you don't know. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
We're being scried upon right now. Oh, da day.
Okay,
So,
so
like-
just gonna go back to her tea and well, okay. Okay then.
So, Pez, how about that family?
What family? They're dead.
No, your adoptive fan. Listen,
Your
you and I are
sister's still
more-
alive.
Let's
True.
think about
Your
this
sister?
shit.
I mean, I try not to think about her, because if I do, then I'll start to panic, because I ain't there to protect her.
I think she's on the farm, right? She took over the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to think about her too.
And
He'll
if
be
you
it when we
do, then your brain will be on the outside.
What? You're saying that you don't want a brother-in-law, Pez?
No.
It's right around this
Based
time
on-
that you all hear a knock on the door to your wagon home as you're discussing
Geyser!
murdering each other's families and whatnot.
I'm gonna reach up and scritch Magnus's head.
Something great to say too. Dick.
They hit.
Go ahead.
Open the door.
Oh, I was gonna say, based on the interaction with the blacksmith, you wouldn't get a brother-in-law, but you would get a nephew.
So Veneer opens the door. And standing out front appeared to be 4 of the people that you had seen outside preparing everything. And you see a man at the front. He's kind of like takes his hat off. He sees, good morning. We were requested to decorate the area, and Sir Fern told us we should ask permission to decorate the exterior of your home before doing it on
Yes.
pain of death. Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
Do it.
One donation
Do
of
it.
10,000 gold.
are you putting flowers?
For free.
Flowers.
and he kind of looks behind, and there's a girl in the back. She kind of like holds her back, like,
Yes.
Of course.
yes, we have flowers.
I stick my head out the window. I request gold. If
No.
barring that yellow.
I'll see what we can do.
No, gold is expensive, right?
I meant like a gold-colored flower. Do they make those?
Oh,
I mean,
Oh,
Yes,
yellow.
Brick, they make them at the flower factory. Right next door to where you were built.
I'm not going to say
Still a
that, 'cause
moron.
that would get us demonetized.
The flower factory.
We'll get right on it then. And he kind of looks at the others, goes, go, and they all kind of like start. You see even further behind as he like raises his hand and like calls out. There's a man over there with the ladder and goes, like holds a finger up, and someone comes down and they lift the ladder and come on hustling over to get up to the higher reaches of your wagon home. But they begin decorating it with the same gossamer strands, bits of hemp rope that look very much like ship riggings on that you can see. And upon closer inspection, it appears that a lot of the gossamer and the other decorations that are hanging from the ropes and all are seashells and what looks to be what might be pearls of some sort. And after a little bit more time of them decorating everything, the same robed figures come by, seeing the decorations, and they release more of these. They look like wireframe spheres. It's like multiple ringlets going around, and they just release them. They float up a certain distance, and then they just sit there, slowly turning.
Can I stick my head back out?
Mm-hmm.
Is this for the wedding?
Yes, ma'am. We were asked to prepare for the coming days.
So somebody's getting
Okay.
married in the next few days.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said, but I saw Ian's reaction.
Yeah, same.
Since somebody's getting married in the next few days.
It was just someone must be getting married in the next few days.
I wonder who it could be.
I'm gonna kill you.
He scratches his face with the wedding invitation. But once they're done answering your question, they seem to have very little time to sit and chit chat, and they not trying to be rude, but they have things to do and prepare for, so they very quickly end up moving off.
Better say seem busy.
Gee, I wonder why.
We need outfits for the wedding.
We already
had
have
that.
outfits.
Yeah, they were going to be shipped up here to Ferns.
Yes.
We did that, right? Okay.
I believe
making
that
sure.
I believe you've already received those.
We did. We wore them for the dinner.
No, those were different
No,
Oh,
outfits.
those are the
Those are
dinner
different.
ones.
Yeah.
We have other outfits. Oh
Yes.
God.
Yes.
You ordered them from Crossroads.
I'm actually looking back through my notes trying to find them.
I mean, you
I
think
should
I'm
probably
going
go
to
buy some
go...
armor polish.
That's right.
I
it
could
was
always just
Crossroads,
spit
'cause
on
it
you.
wasn't.
What was that,
It wasn't
Pez?
the
Nothing.
flamboyant guy.
Oh, sorry, did I talk over you?
It's okay.
My bad.
I could always just spit on you.
No. No, germs.
You don't
Yeah.
have a body that is. How does that work? You don't have the. Son is not a doctor.
Don't hurt
Doesn't know
yourself.
the words to say.
Immune
had it.
system.
Yes,
I
you do
had
not
it in
have.
my notes that Brooke ordered a set, like an outfit.
Yeah.
Gasp.
No.
Yes, it's in my notes.
I don't remember what it looks like.
I don't either.
I vividly
wrote
know
down.
what I have.
Yep, time to go back through the archives later.
What you get?
I'm going to look like a musketeer.
Oh, that's right. He had the big feather hat. I believe those were delivered already.
I think I ordered a kimono.
I like my notes. Revenge, no mercy.
I didn't make no.
I just
I
remember
do.
the cape for the dinner, that's all I remember.
No, that was way far back. Let me find the date, because I wrote down the date of when the session was, if that'll help you.
So it got
Yep.
to the crossroads. Taylor is Rosa D. That last name. Moselle?
Isn't our gameplay
Yeah.
just thrilling, audience?
Rosa de Moselle.
Rosa de Moselle.
I have very tall kobold shredded.
It was on September 16th of 2022 was session number 41.
If anyone listening to the podcast is an avid lore follower and takes notes better than we do, and you want to let us know, links down in the doobly-doo to contact us and let us know what the frick we're wearing.
So,
I took notes according to myself.
what's kind of funny is I didn't get this book until session 42, so I don't have those notes.
Yep. Session
Well,
41,
DM.
September 16th.
That is a crying fucking shame. Oh, no, hold on. What's this? Cherry Blossom, Kasumi, Dwarven and Aslan, Brick, Three Musketeers, Pez, based on hat, form-fitting dress for Vanera, small train. You paid him 300 gold.
Yeah.
That was all you had?
Yeah, I don't know if you
Those are
ordered
my notes.
not.
Time to look up reference pics so I know what I want it to look like. Or
I'm going
Ian, are
to
you
battle.
gonna just tell me what it looks like? 'Cause I don't fucking know.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
go
As
battle
far as I'm
armor.
fucking concerned, you can just wear whatever you wore to the dinner. I don't give a damn what you dress as.
Nope. Gotta find something new.
No, I want to wear. My outfit has snow on it. If I would wear anything else,
It is
We're
your
not
choice what you
trying to-
want to wear.
We're not trying to upstage the princess. It's her wedding
Fine.
day.
then I will wear my combat armor.
No.
No.
This is a fun assassin. I'm not paying for more clothes.
We already did that, didn't we? Did
Yep.
you?
No. He has notes for everybody but me, which means I wasn't there for it.
Yeah, come
You
to
need to
think
look
of it, I don't think he
presentable.
did order anything. I think he was pretty fucking stubborn about it.
Yeah.
Moving
I
on.
can't argue with this logic.
So,
Just gonna open up the closet with his fucking outfit.
well, you do open up the closet, and there are quite a bit of different styles of clothing in there, male and female.
Pretty rabbit shit.
Although, generally speaking, the male stuff would more likely to be able to fit Brick. The female clothing would probably fit Vanera and Kasumi with, varying degrees of success.
Well, I mean, if the male clothing is on Brick, then he's going to have, like, a butt flap where a tail hole should have been.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Brick, do you like the butt flaps? Butt
I
flaps.
don't really have a need for it.
Are you sure? I can think of a few needs for butt flaps.
It's for his exhaust port. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Nice.
So, what is everyone doing?
I am going to get food. I am hungry. There's Ferns! Walks up the door to Ferns. Magnus on his head still.
Okay. You walk out front of the wagon home, hang a right to Fern's, and there's a few people sitting out front. It seems a little bit less busy in front of Fern's than normal. It seems most people are preparing for preparing for the wedding than just lazing around being rich. However, sitting out front, you do see Otis sitting there at one of the tables underneath one of the trees. One leg crossed over the other, cup of tea in one hand, and seems to be reading a book of some sort in his other.
Real quick, I found what our dresses were. I pinned it in our group
Ooh,
DM
excellent.
thing.
Oh, cool.
This is why we keep you around, Pez.
To eat bugs. And
How do
this.
I go? Oh, jump to it. There we go. Like, see, it went up to when Anakin enters the Jedi Temple. I'm like, that doesn't seem like my outfit at all. Although it's not incorrect in the statement.
Well, there you go.
Yes, I remember now. Okay.
And I'm 99% certain you had them delivered already, and they're probably
Yes.
just in the closet somewhere. So you have your wedding attire set up. Pez the Musketeer, Vanera with her tight dress, Kasumi with a very pretty cherry blossom kimono. Zaan probably just wearing his Viking battle armor and furs.
There's actually an image there for me too, believe it or not.
That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Otis is sitting there, seems to be reading, enjoying his morning.
I'm gonna walk right the fuck past him.
Okay. You go right on into
Otis is
Ferns.
sitting outside our thing?
He's sitting outside.
He's sitting outside Ferns.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like I said things and I wasn't listened to.
I was researching reference photos.
I heard them.
I heard it all.
I
So,
hear everything.
Zaan just walks straight past Otis on inside looking for food, I'm assuming.
I went for food.
You head inside, and you expect to see Ena walking around, but it seems like it's just Fern for today. He's been darting in and out through the back kitchen twice since you walked through the front door. Walks to a table, drops off some drinks, goes back in, grabs some food, goes to a separate table, walks to a third, asks them a question, begins to turn around to head back, sees you, goes, good morning. Have a seat. Might be a little slow this morning since I'm just here by myself, but I'm assuming the usual.
Yes. One of everything.
Right, that usual. Might be a bit longer than I expected.
I'm just messing with you, Fern. Whatever is easiest for you.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Did anyone else go in with Zaan? Or
Yep, I will.
so everyone just walked past Otis, went inside to get food.
I will go back outside once I have food and go plop myself down at Otis's table.
Okay.
Makes good.
So
I'm with Otis.
So you already plopped down with Otis. Okay. Do you say anything to Otis as you plop down?
Just look at him.
Just looking at him?
Yeah, just looking at him.
Okay. You sit down and he seems to be more or less ignoring you for the moment. Pauses, looks over at you. Good morning. Takes
Hi.
a sip of his tea and goes back to reading.
Watching
Perfect
you.
interaction. Soon enough, Fern gets you both a very decent breakfast. It's eggs, sausages, a bit of toast. Gives you both a plate as you're still just sort of standing there instead of picking a table.
I will grab food and walk it to table.
I'll take my food and walk outside to Otis.
Okay. So Veneer goes back outside, joins Pez at Otis's table. Zaan, you're staying inside, eating outside?
I'm staying inside.
Kasumi, what are you up to? And Brick, you too.
She's kind of taking it slow this morning, just kind of taking her extra time to relax and maybe clean up the cabin or the cart a little bit.
Okay. Brick, anything?
I just probably follow in the group.
Okay.
Don't really have any ideas right now.
Okay, so most of you end up at Fern's at one point or another. Zaan stays inside to wolf down his breakfast. Pez and Vanera are sitting with Otis. Vanera, as you come and sit down, Otis actually seems to take more interest. Reads for a little bit longer, closes the book, sets it on the table. Looks at you. Good morning, Vanera.
Good morning, Otis.
I see you have all made it back in one piece.
Physically, yes.
Sadly.
As
What?
we are A-okay. Maybe a little worse for wear mentally from some of
Fake
us.
smiles, hide real pain.
Otis kind of glances over to the big window at the front, sees Zaan, and just like... he looks at you, Vanera and Pez. If I may ask, when again did you leave, and when did you return?
DM.
It's only been like
Leaving the city? This Harpermere?
only been like 4
Yes.
days, right?
It's been more than 4 days.
It took us 2 days
and
to
then-
get there.
And then the week back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, about a week, little
Week and
over
a
a week.
That is intriguing.
Why do you ask?
Why?
Oh, hi, Brick.
I thought you were a tree. There were interesting fluctuations in the ruins, and he's looking at you, Venera, since you were the one that had interest in them. Fluctuations that are difficult to explain. I have only theories.
This would have been how many days ago? Or did it happen on a single day or over a course of days?
It was a course of days. A little over a week ago, the activity seemed to dwindle. The water the ruins were creating seemed to dwindle. And then just the other night, they increased their flow once more. Whether it is coincidence or causality of you, all of you, or any of you being here, remains to be seen.
I feel confident right now.
You're not hearing this.
I know. Zaan sneezes. You're talking shit about me.
Someone's been watching way too much anime.
Well, I mean, we did get pulled into another realm. And I guess there's really no telling how long we were there.
Yeah, 0 out of 10 would not recommend, because there was also this purple dude who almost killed us again.
Again?
That sounds
Actually-
unpleasant.
Otis, what is today's date on the calendar?
I do believe today is the 20th.
Would that have any discrepancy with keeping track of our own days?
No.
Okay. So we weren't in, so there wasn't a time dilation. So it's probably not the fact that we were in another space, but the activity seems to coincide with our leaving the city and then returning to the city.
That is what I have surmised.
Hmm.
Weird.
When did the activity first start? Altogether?
Let me see if I actually marked that properly or not. Oh, sure, I didn't mark that, but I marked when Brick could learn about ladies. Go me.
Only the important things.
Yeah. It would
Game is
have...
proudly... What?
No, proudly what? No, I want to hear this.
I was just going to say it's proudly brought to you by Google Docs.
Actually, I believe this one is fantasycalendar.com.
Oh,
Fancy.
I do believe it was almost a month ago. But time begins to muddle a bit as things progress. The excitement of Emma's assassinations takes the mind off of such mystical quandaries.
Trying to remember when my birthday is. Do.
Your birthday is...
Can you share the calendar with us one more time? Or is it pinned?
It's a while ago. You were the 25th of Heianmere.
Calendar of
So that was 1 month ago or 2 months ago?
2?
2? Okay.
And what day is it today?
Actually, that was
The
almost
20th.
3 months ago.
3 months, okay.
Just about.
There's dragon games coming up!
Spoilers.
There's a gladiator fight tomorrow!
What?
It's been pinned already, Zeke.
Oh well.
Almost.
In Armin.
Well, I say we just, like, forget all this and focus on the dragon games, because that sounds more important.
I don't know that you would know about those.
We don't.
Well,
Or the gladiator fights.
Kasumi and Vanira make a history check for me, real quick.
Ooh, 18.
18?
Pause for D&D Beyond.
That's perfect!
You said history?
Yes.
Oh, 24.
Ooh.
Well, you both would know about those, and I can talk about them later. So I'll make
Okay.
note to
Make a
relay.
note,
But
make a
since
note.
this is so far outside of what's happening, it's incredibly irrelevant. But I'll make
So
Dragon.
far
note.
outside for now.
Games.
Soon.
Ask.
Anyway, so yes, he realized that the activity first began about a month ago.
I believe I remember Vanira saying something about her having to get permission to visit the ruins. Would it be possible for all of us to get permission just to see if it reacts in any way by us getting closer?
You
Didn't
see,
react to
you
me.
see Otis visibly deflate at the thought of having to go talk to Grandmaster Puck again.
Do you want me to talk to Grandmaster Puck?
Please.
Okay.
The little dude who visited us earlier?
Yes.
He
He's
looks at you. He looks
wonderful.
at you, Brick, and just kind of, as Vanira turns to talk to you, you see Otis go, "I'm so sorry."
He was
Wonderful.
interesting.
You have known him for less than a month. Give it time.
Otis, I think you just need to broaden your horizons.
I believe it is time for me to continue my duties for the day. And he takes one more sip of his tea and stands up. Looks at you all. Good day.
Wait!
Yes.
I love you.
No. Close, but no.
Here's my room key.
Y'all are making this awkward. Stop.
Then start talking before they have time
I'm
to.
trying.
Have my baby. I want your babies.
Do you have a partner to the wedding?
I do not.
This is my formal invitation.
This is my moment.
This is my moment.
I would be happy to escort you to the wedding.
Oh yeah. She does not do that, but inside she's like a little.
I
Wait,
do
do not look.
believe they plan to have it in the next 2 days, on the 22nd. It will give them time to prepare for people to travel back, and it will be at the Blue Cathedral.
So what
Why
you're
the
saying is
blue?
we have 2 days to find trouble and resolve it. Got it.
Please do neither of those things.
Darn.
At this point, Zaan's walking out.
Can we
You're
see
late.
Grandmaster Puck in that time?
Are you asking the DM or Otis?
I'm asking Otis.
You may go visit him whenever you wish.
Okay.
Or were you asking for me to bring you there?
I mean, it's kind of a lot to bring all of us there, so we can make our way over.
It will be the better part of a day to get there and back via boat across the bay, but it is very doable.
Okay. We'll be fine. Thank you, though.
I hate water.
You're fine.
Help me.
I am
You can
not
curl up on
much a
Zaan's
fan
head,
either.
or Rick's head.
I wish you all a good day. He begins heading away from the talk about Grandmaster Puck.
What did I miss? I heard something about water. I love water. I'm gonna go swimming right now.
Well, port's that way.
Yep. Should we get Kasumi? See if she wants to go?
I will go get her.
You don't even know what we're doing.
But I know where you are. Can I go get her and bring her back here?
Well, why bring her out if she doesn't want to go so you can stay inside and be comfy? I'll go get her.
So I was just gonna stand there like,
Zaan just looks so fucking confused.
You're confused, I'm confused.
Okay, you are
What just
very
happened?
easily able to
Kasumi!
find. Where,
What?
where are you hanging out in the wagon? Are you in the dining room, up on the reading nook?
At this point in time, she has found a window to tuck herself by, and she's just watching out the window.
You sunbathing?
She is in fox form with all four tails fluted.
You're sunbathing.
Well, yeah, the front bay window up the switchback stairs would be a good place for lounging in sunlight. So you you go inside, Kasumi, and you just see full back splutage up by the window with four tails.
Four
yes.
tails.
She has four tails now. Otis said something interesting, and there's some happenings going on. And to go check out these happenings, we have to go meet with Grandmaster Puck. It's gonna be about the better part of the day getting over to go get permission from Grandmaster Puck. We have to take a boat. Did you want to go with us?
There's only a short pause before just long leg stretchy.
I'll be stretched.
And then she's gonna trot down the stairs in fox form and then transition back. I guess it's better than sitting inside.
Okay. I think we're leaving now because it's going to take the better part of the day. And the wedding's in 2 days. So.
Hopefully that doesn't interfere with the dragon games that y'all know about.
Shut up. You don't know anything.
All right, let's go.
I will, I'm gonna poke Brick. If you'll be right back. Just gonna
Fucking
grab Magnus
photo.
and put him back in the wagon for making sure he's not going with it.
Are you gonna lock him in the closet?
No, he doesn't do anything. He's not a griffin. Oh, he's gonna put him up high so the griffin doesn't grow on him.
Apollo would never.
If Apollo eats Magnus, I'm having Apollo for dinner.
Apollo would never.
Are you leaving Apollo, or are you bringing him with you?
I'm bringing him.
Okay.
Oh, this.
So
Maybe into arm.
so Magnus has the run of the wagon.
It's
Hey,
Snail.
Magnus. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Yeah, Foray, you're fine.
Here's just a little lobster roll.
Is Hamburger coming?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Pez looked genuinely insulted you asked this question. It's like, yeah, of course he is. What's wrong with you?
Okay, so It takes you a little while. You have to go down to the docks and ask around, but eventually you find a group of people who are able to row you across. More row away from the dock, and then they unfurl a little sail, and it's actually a fairly pleasant little journey. They take you around the northern edge of Harpermere, where down by the docks, the city kind of slopes down a little bit, and as you go around, you see the cliff sides, and you can see the backside of the castle, the waves crashing up against the cliffside, and out to your left, further out to sea, you see the very large, mighty warships, where you can see that people are training, there's people that are fishing. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. The seagulls are cawing. You continue around the cliffside of the kingdom, and you see a massive, massive bay. And way off in the distance, Veneer, you see this because you recognize this, but it looks just like a lighthouse off in the distance. It takes about hour and a half, a little bit more. The boat has to kind of it has to tack. That's the word I'm looking for. Because of the way that the wind's blowing, which is partially what takes it so long to get there. But soon enough, you get to the coastline, more cliffs, so you have to go just a little bit further around where they can find a nice place to dock up. And one of the gentlemen there is there pulling the boat ashore. How long do you think you'll be?
An hour, maybe, tops.
Well, if it's an hour tops, do 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours just in case.
I suppose we can wait that long. We'll might do a bit of fishing to pass the time. If we're not here on the shore, look out on the coast and give us some sort of signal or shout, whatever you can do to get our attention. Otherwise, we'll come back to check for you sooner or later.
I can do that.
Okay. So, you all disembark and you follow the sandy trail up through some scrub brush on to where the grass is a lot more verdant and green. And you walk up this long, winding pathway up the hill towards this particular lighthouse. Venera, you are become more and more familiar with your surroundings as you get closer, as when Otis took you there before, you basically flew in and landed right at the doorstep. But you arrive. What are you doing?
Knocking on the door.
Okay.
Big lighthouse.
Wasn't sure if you're just gonna let yourself into the wizard's home again.
I don't think it's as big as
Look
a
at this.
Sarga.
Yeah, you did it with Otis. I don't know. You're a fucking vandal now. I gotta check.
Scandalous.
So you knock on the door. No immediate answer.
Grandmaster Puck!
What? From behind you.
Bruh! What the fuck?
Good morning.
Hey, is it good morning?
Well, good
What time is
afternoon.
it? Oh, I must have slept in. Why am I outside? Well, come on, open the door.
Gonna open the door.
Good. He like shoulders past you all, just hobbled over and just thumping through.
Well, come on in.
Grandmaster
Okay, I walk
Puck
in.
inside!
Zaan's genuinely confused because nothing usually sneaks up on him. He's like... just walks in the door after being defeated.
You step inside, and it's a weird sort of scene. You see neat and tidy sections, absolutely slovenly, dusty, unkempt sections, books, clothing, spiral staircase going all the way around up towards the top. And it's weird to see something so neat and so tidy and so clean, and then just like doing half a turn, and it's just like bombshell of filth.
Well, I'd say you make yourself at home, but I haven't prepared for visitors, so...
What are you doing here? I'm not paying taxes.
Well, that is too bad. Sure, 3 months worth of back taxes, young man.
You can't make me.
And he vanishes.
Zaan!
Well, that didn't go as I planned.
He didn't do any verbal or somatic.
Grandmaster Puck, we need to go see the ruins.
He appears beside you, Vanira, and has a tray of cookies.
Oh. When did this get here?
I can take a cookie.
I want a cookie too. Takes and starts munching on it.
Sorry, what? The ruins?
The ruins.
You want to go... Why do you want to go there?
I talked with Otis this morning, and he says there's been some fluctuations since we've been in and out of town. So, we're just...
Ooh, look at him using all the big mighty words.
That's
Like-
what I say.
Just
I
so,
like him.
Toss the tray down onto the ground, just like skitters to a stop. The cookie's still on it somehow. He's just
Vanilla,
munching
why
on
do you
his.
like Otis? This guy's much better than him.
They're both great.
Thank you. That damned apprentice of mine thinking he's so much better than Grandmaster Puck.
Starts hobbling over. Ooh, cookies! And he like bends down, grab another one.
Zaan's gonna do the fucking same. You pick up a cookie up too. Fuck it.
So,
Hez, do you want a cookie?
Sure.
I give
How
one
do
to
you
Apollo.
how do you do the teleporting without any components?
do I?
Rude.
You didn't do any words, no hand motions, no physical components.
Just ask someone why they vanish.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes. And he flips you off. But there's a ring on his finger, and it looks very tight. He goes,
cursed ring.
and he vanishes again.
I like this man.
Should be a relatively easy fix, right?
You don't eat his finger.
That was not my first thought.
You hear a call from way up the spiral staircase.
You can't have my finger.
Grandmaster Puck, how long have you had the cursed ring?
I don't fucking know.
By the way, I love playing Grandmaster Puck.
Do you want us to try to uncurse it?
You hear a little and he appears in front of you.
You think I haven't tried? Me, the Grand Master Wizard of Harpermere, haven't been able to get rid of this fucking grain.
Maybe it's not your specialty.
Have you ever tried a gun?
Is
What?
Oh no. Every time I open my mouth in front of a magic user.
You are so lucky. I rolled a 1 and a 2. He snaps his fingers as he's locking eyes with you. You hear a behind you.
I turn around.
There's a pile of jackets on the floor. He teleported the coat rack instead.
Well, it's a handy way to get your clothing.
I turn back around. Apologize if I meant any offense, because I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be me.
I'm very disappointed you're still standing here.
I get that a lot.
Yeah,
So-
actually, it's probably.
Why did you want to look at the ruins?
because of the fluctuations. We want to see if it has anything to do with our proximity.
He kind of looks at you and like takes a little step back.
Are you sick?
No!
I am sick in the head.
True!
Fuck you!
Don't worry, I don't think it's contagious.
Well, I hope not.
You would all already be dead.
I mean, if you want to go check out the ruins, I guess.
When we are done with the ruins, Miss Baroness Park, you aren't familiar with other
Realms.
Planes.
Yes, realms, planes, those things, are you? Like, if I were to bring you to one, would you possibly?
You're not about to bring him to another plane.
But, I mean, it's him.
No.
You might be able to identify it.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it's anybody who's
You
going
don't
to be
need
able
to
to do
bring him
anything,
to a plane for him to be able to identify it. Just ask the man if he knows of the different planes.
Yeah, just describe it. Does it have wings? Does it have rotor blades?
it's a realm of red and purple that is filled with existential dread, no life, and emptiness.
Is it a 747? Is it a
Cessna.
I now understand the plane joke. Well, because I was, my brain was on realms, and I was like, why would a realm have a wing? And then someone said plane, and I go, God damn it.
Who's buffering now, you bitch?
I'm playing like 8 characters, fuck you.
Grandmaster Puck is 5 of them.
You ain't wrong.
He looks at you for a second, Brick, and you can just see the dusty gear starting to turn. You kind of...
Rotor blades.
Gonna teleport your ass next.
He kind of sits there and thinks for a second.
Yeah, but, reminiscent of the astral plane. You think?
That's what I thought too, but when we went there, it was wasn't anything like I read in the book.
Yeah, the astral plane's supposed to be just kind of blue.
No, it's very
Not
red
blue.
and purple. Very red and purple.
Him.
I really want to take him there, guys. Why can't I take him there? He's a grandmaster.
No.
Up to
Didn't
him.
we discuss you using that banishment thing again?
Don't make me teleport you to fluffy thing.
Bit me?
You're the only
Yeah.
fluffy thing.
Oh, Kasumi's
She's got
fluffy.
fluffy. She's fluffy too. Fluffy discriminator.
His fucking cataract-ridden eyes are looking right at you.
Why would you teleport? I was just curious. You could say no.
I'm saying
I'm
no.
saying no.
You can go check out the runes. I'll send a message.
And he just fucking vanishes again.
Are you still sending that message?
I know it's a curse, but that ring is really interesting.
You don't get one.
But
No.
I want.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
His finger's still attached to his hand.
It doesn't have to be that one.
Because one moment you're gonna be brick, and the next moment you're gonna be an actual brick in a wall somewhere.
Oh.
Just a whole ass wall.
Just a part of the wall. Yes. What message were you sending anyway?
There's no reply.
Maybe he's going to send the message personally.
Grandmaster Puck?
Do we need to call Life Alert?
Help, my wizard has teleported and we can't find him.
He's teleported and he can't get up.
There's no reply.
Whip. Off to the ruins.
How do we even get there from here? Aren't they like floating over the middle of the lake?
I mean, I can use the ring to get up there, and then we just jump.
I don't believe it's been 10 days.
It's close.
It's very close to have been 10 days.
I think by the wedding it'll be 10 days.
Yeah, fair. Fair enough.
Yeah, we can still get close by the boat. Just go that way.
What is it? Okay, so I've never been to these, so I thought these were like hovering like hundreds of feet in the air.
You passed underneath it on the way there. Crossing the bay, it's a massive floating chunk of land over the bay, like the dead center of it.
Yeah, I thought we were just here to get permission, and then Otis would, I don't know, deep teleport us.
Could ask Otis to teleport us. That's fine.
I mean,
I'm sure.
do we not want to wait and see if The Grandmaster will do it? I kind of like him.
I mean, we got, what did we say, 2 hours?
Master Puck, are you still here?
You ask the question out loud. There's a significant pause.
O wise wizard, knower of the arcane, Master Puck, where art thou?
Kiss ass.
I was about to say.
You're one to talk.
Oh, this is fun.
No reply.
I was gonna cast like locate object, but the only locating object I have is Hunter's Mark.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna take out my compass and cast locate object, trying to find the cursed ring.
You cast the spell with the compass. There's no blip.
Well, he's not within 1,000 feet?
Pretty sure it's 1,000 feet.
Well, he's not within 1,000 feet.
All right.
The little compass wheel just...
But we get to go back to the boat, so I enjoy the boat.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's all right.
Sit on
You
both
feel
sides.
warm
Pest
up
sits in the
to it.
middle of the boat.
It'd be funny if we walk out the door, he's just standing out there like, where'd you go?
What a fucking Lion King him. Oh, jump the side of the boat.
If you do that to me, I will claw your eye holes out.
My arms are longer than yours. It would not work.
They're the same size.
Gonna make sure the door is shut.
Yeah, not.
Okay, so Vanera is shuffling the hooligans out of Grandmaster Puck's to make sure the door is shut behind. You head on back to the boats.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm curious while we're walking past, how tall are you? You're only like 3 foot, right?
Small.
Mm.
Only 4.
Description. I'm 3'1" to be exact.
I am 1.4 feet taller than you. That would not work.
My hat adds on another 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
So fucking tall.
Okay.
Doug
Okay,
Dimmadome,
Doug
bitch.
Dimmadome.
Pass.
You head on back to the boats. The gentlemen that had rowed you there are still sitting around talking. Seem to not gotten bored enough to go fishing, and he's a little surprised to see you back so soon. He goes, "That was a quick trip. Is he not around?"
No, he was.
He was.
You want a cookie?
No, I'm okay. Well, you heading back?
I
Guess so.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess. I can ride the boat again, so I'm okay with this.
Watch, we're gonna get all the way over there, and he's gonna find us and be like, where'd the fuck you go?
All right, all aboard then. So, you all get back on the little rowboats, and again, it's a little bit shorter going back as you have the wind behind you, but you do still sail back across the bay, and you take another moment to look, and you do see that floating up in the air is this massive chunk of land with rivulets of water falling. Some of it is splashing heavily into the water, but most of it is being blown into mist by the ocean breeze. So,
I'm gonna summon Mortar and send him up there just to do like a quick scout.
okay. You send Mortar up. It's going to take him a few minutes to get all the way up there. It's a good couple hundred feet.
Will I still be able to see through his eyes?
No.
No. Okay.
No. But if I'm not mistaken with that particular spell, you can relay information back and forth.
Okay.
Let me double check before I give you false hope. It's within 100 feet of you.
100 feet to communicate telepathically.
So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to communicate with him once he exceeds that 100 feet, but theoretically when he comes back, you would be able to communicate with it about what he saw up there. So, if you want to make 3 separate perception rolls for Mortar, as the rest of you are traveling back, since you're not able to go deaf, blind, and dumb to watch through his eyes, you all kind of see Brick just sort of sitting there patiently, kind of glancing over his shoulder, just trying to see what he can see. Eventually, you do end up back at the docks. You're back in the Harpermere Kingdom. What would you like to do? It's
Get off the boat.
early to mid-afternoon at this point. It's been a few hours sailing.
He gets advantage on perception, so I rolled double for all of them.
Okay.
17, 21, and 21.
Nice. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So, what's the plan? What are y'all doing?
Do we need to find Otis for now?
I mean, it's late. He probably doesn't want to take us over there right now. We can ask tomorrow if he would be willing to expedite us over there.
Yeah. How late is it, DM?
It's mid to late afternoon.
Go ask him.
You're
It's
gonna
not too late.
The night is young, and you're so beautiful.
My
Do you need us to go with you?
What was that, Pez?
Do you need us to go with you, or you going alone?
I mean, if we're all going, it might be better if we're all there.
Oh, all right.
Just watched Robin Hood Men in Tights the other day.
Okay. So as you all walk back through the city, heading towards Otis's tower in the Kingdom Courtyard, that's where we're going to take a wee little bit of a break. Gonna grab some snacks, refill drinks, go to the bathroom and all that, and we will be back in just a few minutes. So don't go too far.
See ya!
Let's do it!
Und we are back. Hello and welcome back to everyone. Last we left off, the group had a little bit of a chat with Otis, went off to visit the Grandmaster Puck to see about getting permission to investigate the floating ruins of Kadali. Not to be confused with Kadal, it's spelled totally differently. It's a bit of an oversight in pronunciation on my part. Anyway, with that all being said, you all make it back. You were in the courtyard of the kingdom. Vanera, as you are knocking on Otis's door, Mortar, you see, you feel him mentally before you see him as he enters your range. He's sort of flying over the kingdom looking for you. And you make that little telepathic link, and he begins to circle down towards you. Vanera, you knock, the door opens, Otis is standing there, and within you can see there's another group of those similarly dressed wizards to the ones that you had seen that were suspending the spheres. And he looks down at all of you and goes, "Ah, hello. How can I help you?"
Sorry. Grandmaster Puck disappeared.
He does tend to do that.
Well, he didn't reappear.
He also tends to do that as well.
Oh. Okay. He gave us permission.
Excellent. Unfortunately, I am preoccupied for the next few days with the setup and protection of the wedding. But we may discuss your travel there afterwards, if that suffices.
Okay.
Very
Is that
well.
good for the rest of you?
She said protecting. Does anybody need to get ass kicked?
Not at the moment, but we are preparing for such an eventuality. We do not know if the Baroness's plans have all been thwarted, so we are being careful.
Wearing my armor to Zephyrus might not be a bad idea.
If there is nothing else, I have much to do.
Yeah, we won't keep you.
Good day. And he shuts the door. You can hear further murmuring behind the wooden door.
Do subtitles pop up for me?
Oh.
Very, very small ones.
Can I read very, very small ones?
You all see Vanera kind of squinting and like eyes darting back and forth. It seems to be very general talk of protective spells, locations, things of that nature. But you're only able to catch snippets of it as voices kind of raise in like sort of excitement, or just someone is talking louder than another. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Fantastic.
No, go ahead.
What has the king's doing with all of this?
Is there anything you all would like to do? We can skip forward a day or two.
Sure.
Yeah. I didn't have time.
I got nothing.
Let's skip it.
Is there anything you all would like to do in the next... Because you basically have this evening, a full day, and then however long and the next day before the wedding is to begin. Is there anything you all would like to do in that in-between time?
Play with Apollo.
Cue Zaan and Magnus montage with "Wouldn't it be nice if we..."
Just running through a field of flowers. Where'd the flowers come from?
Apollo's just there being that dumb-looking dog thing that's just like tongue out, just like going ham.
It trips over his feet and ends up ass over tea kettle rolling down
Yep.
a hill.
Vanera, you are being a sane person playing with Apollo in front of the wagon, and you see Zaan and Magnus holding hands, spinning in the middle of the courtyard. He's in a field of flowers. He's just dancing around cobblestones. It's a little weird.
I'm gonna give Hamburger a bath, because he's probably stinky.
Ugh.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, God.
Because if I know Hamburger, he likes his stink.
Fate.
21.
You are able to wrangle the god of hunger into submission long enough to bathe him and make his feathers pristine.
I sneak up and grab Kasumi. It's time to bathe Pez again.
Why? I don't
Kasumi's
wanna
having
sign up for
PTSD.
I don't want to sign up for that. I'm not the strongest to help you with that.
I will help you.
Brick, why are you grinning?
How about you go get Brick? He's a little bit more on the strong
I
side.
need somebody who's as good as I am at cleaning the fur.
I don't got no fur.
I mean, I just think it's just running water over him at this point. I mean, if you want to find some way to projectile put water on him.
Where's Siren?
Wait, did you say project water onto him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna march up to Pez.
Vanera,
Howdy.
yes. Okay.
Yes. Hands on hips.
Oh, what I do now?
You need a bath.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not just gonna look at Kasumi angrily.
Look, she got it taken care of. Listen, I'm not an aggressive type, okay? I don't like to force people to do things they don't want to do. And we didn't even need to force him. She just needed to ask nicely.
No, this is true. It probably
Wasn't
is
really an
myself.
ask, if I'm being honest.
I'm gonna grab one
Only
of the
because
people
it's for the
decorating.
wedding and you can't be stinky for the wedding.
Yeah, I was about to-
I understand that. I need to get behind my frills. There's crust growing back there.
Do you need help?
If you don't mind.
Do they not have a bathhouse in this town?
I'm going to go ask the king if I can use one of their baths.
You're
You
gonna
don't
go
use the
ask the
bath
king
dimension?
the day before his daughter's wedding.
You come to me before the day of my daughter's wedding. You ask me to use one of my baths.
How could you do this to me?
The day before my daughter's wedding.
The disrespect.
The disrespect.
We demand the use of my most finest shampoos.
Isom.
I could have been a contender.
I mean, he doesn't need to help me. I just want to just use a bath in one of maybe his guest rooms.
Or if there's
Before
a
everybody
nice,
should-
like, clear spring around here.
Bunch of jackasses.
Yes, but I can't go to the spring with you because it'd just be awkward, apparently. Everybody's so afraid of nudity around here. Right.
I'm gonna walk over to Fern's.
Why are you looking at me like this?
Fern's open.
The question would be, is this the same day that you were going to Puck's, or is this the next day that you're talking about this?
This is the next day.
Okay.
I would assume.
Okay.
The day before the wedding.
The day before the wedding.
There doesn't appear to be anyone at Fern's at the moment. The front door is closed, but you do see a light on through the window. Quick little knock, and you see him crossing through it, gives you a wave, and goes and opens the door and goes, hello. What can I help you with?
You have a big tub. Like just one of the big wooden tub things. Pez needs a bath.
He kind of like peers behind you, goes, oh no. Yes, by all means. Let me go draw something up real quick. And he scurries on back. And what are you doing in the meantime?
Trying to figure out where I'm gonna take a bath. So sure shit ain't getting that bath after Pez.
Come on, Pez.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
how Brink is like.
No, I'm just waiting for my turn. Hi, Henya.
She wants to get in my lap. Get out.
Sammy, we need to find a place to bathe.
I don't think that they have like a bathhouse, like a place where there's a bunch of baths here.
I'm gonna grab one of the people decorating.
We could ask Fern.
Okay. You grab some random person who's up on a ladder, and you start, like, you kind of shake the ladder, like, hey!
Where's the bath?
He, like, grabs on, he's like, what? A bath?
Yes, there's baths.
I bathe at home.
Okay, but I'm not going into your house to bathe. Where's the bath?
I know you're not.
Or am I?
I don't understand the question.
I need to take a bath. Where can I go to do it?
What?
Or else.
Do you guys not have a bathhouse here in the town?
No, Mom. He is like arms and legs around the top of the ladder, just like...
Maybe
We
their
don't
culture
have a
didn't develop
bath in our-
bathhouses.
Oh, I was about to say, like, if the DM's like, you've had a bath how long? I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
I think we just have an outhouse.
It's like, no, like, the
No?
freaking thing that has all of the different rooms actually turns one more and it's bath.
We've just never turned it that last turn.
We'll need to get an upgrade.
That sounds fantastic. Indoor
Also,
plumbing. It's gonna be
yeah.
big.
Kelpie and Ja were civilized. Very.
Yes.
Hmm.
Sophisticated.
So, okay, I'm going to go to the castle to ask for a place to bathe, because I want to pamper myself. Look wonderful for this event. Is anybody coming with me?
I don't want to see you naked.
I'm
here.
just asking the king to use their bath facilities just seems kind of weird to
I
me.
don't have to ask the king. I'm going to ask anybody I can that I might know. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you can go
Swallow
do that.
Sorry, I had to breathe and talk at the same time, so that doesn't work. I'm good, so I'm gonna go.
I guess it's just time for me to go back to my roots, and Kasumi is gonna go
Don't you
into
take
fox
it, dirt.
form and then go bathe herself.
Okay, so Kasumi's going back up to the bay window and begins cleaning herself. Zaan, you just look in disappointment as everyone just is like, go fucking figure it out, bud. You go up to one of the guards at the castle and they look at you and like, you can go to one of the inns.
Oh shit! We didn't even think about the inns.
Zaan's not gonna say a fucking thing.
Okay, which inn are you heading to?
I'm gonna grab some other random fuck on the ladder. Fast! Fast goes to Symphonies.
And he's also just like death grip, like white knuckled, and he kind of like, you hear like his fingers popping from how hard he was holding on. It's like, and it like points to the building just off the way. It's the dancing sails.
You know, the one we're right across the street from?
Thank you for your time. I hope you're doing great with your decorating. Bye.
You need to change my hands. Okay, so
some random fucking Rokusi motherfucker grabbing you. Just yelling ladders.
The way you're yelling at them just makes me think the next words out of your mouth are gonna be, I hope you do well on your math test. If not, I disown you.
I don't know math. I don't know a lot of math.
So as Zaan is heading towards the dancing sails, Kasumi is bathing herself in the wagon home. Venera and Pez, you are employing Fern's place. He leads you into one of the back rooms. One of you snooped around a bit. It might have been Zaan.
It was either me or Brick, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was Brick.
Maybe.
Okay, so then neither of you are familiar with this part of his home, but he takes you back and leads you straight down the long hallway into what looks to be his own personal room. And a lot of the furniture has been like shoved to the side, and the tub seems to be in the corner. And you see that there's a generously cleared off space and like one of those like wooden dividers. And it seems like he is prepared for just kind of getting the read of how Pez is, that this could be a nasty affair.
You calling me stinky?
He's calling you violent.
Holy shit.
I'd try not to make too much of a mess. I'll be back up in the front. He kind of looks at Veneer and goes, good luck. So you have a tub. The water is nice and toasty. Peering inside, you see what looks to be 4 or 5 stones underneath that seem to be slowly pulsating in orange color.
Ooh.
Fancy.
It's gonna be comfy.
I mean, I trust you.
So is Pez willingly bathing this time, or?
I'm gonna try.
You wanna hold my hand?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm just imagining holding the dog's paw, just like.
Washing it.
Okay.
But when Veneer gets out the brush, it all goes wrong.
Well, if there's going to be no anger or fighting, then there will be no contested rolls to make sure that Pez actually gets clean. It does take a little bit of time because you got to convince and be like, I promise this won't hurt. It's for your own good. Don't make us look bad. But eventually, Pez does become clean. Sparkly so. And his frills are still sort of... What?
I'll wait till you're finished.
No, that was it.
I'm gonna go grab Kasumi. Quite literally.
Are you going to let him grab you?
I will do it with care.
She's probably gonna try to bolt.
I have the D20 ready.
Contested athletics checks.
Oh no.
That'd be great. Oh, yes. My +7 can't go wrong.
No. Acrobatics is what I meant.
Oh.
Advantage because of pack tactics.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Would have such a high roll.
Well, come on.
24.
I said I
24?
rolled a 21.
Oh, 24. Okay, so it's close. Like you're like in the middle of giving a lick, and you just kind of get that like hair on the back of your neck, like someone's watching you go, oh shit, and you fucking bolt out of the way the last second, and Zaan just like grabs air.
Kasumi, come, we are going to get the bath. I found some place to do it. Let's go.
She bolted to a closet.
So
One
she-
second. It smells we have a list right now. Oh no.
Waste a spell.
I cast command.
Okay. What's the save?
It's a 17.
So it's a DC.
Oh, one second. A wisdom 17.
I have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's a nat 1.
Oh.
No.
You,
critical failure.
You get partway up the stairs, and you feel yourself forced to stop, turn, and for 6 seconds walk back towards Zaan. Inside, you're just like, no!
Ears are straight back.
I will pick up the sploot with care.
Okay, he's grabbed hold of you. The 6 seconds pass. Are you allowing it, or are you going to try to break free?
Hold on. Let me roll my D2.
Yes
Are
or no?
fine.
You what?
Fine.
Okay, so
She'll
she... So
she'll pout.
you're carrying it, you just hear a...
Yes, I will take her to the inn.
Okay.
I was told.
So, you bring her along to the Dancing Sail Inn. You step inside, and this place is on par with the parts of the castle that you have seen so far. It's very... Brick, what are you doing? Did you go with like Pez and them?
I'm in the workshop right now. I had two things that I wanted to do, but I was just waiting patiently.
Oh,
He's in the
okay.
workshop.
So
Come here! Come here!
yeah, so you hear a little bit of commotion downstairs. You can react to it if you want.
Ding, ding.
Okay,
Oh my days.
so as they're going to the dancing sails, what are you doing? What are you working on?
Okay, so two things. I wanted to convene with Mortar
Yes.
and draw a map of kind of like just a rough scrawl of everything. Like he's like, hey, there's something over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, and I just want a kind of rough sketch of it so I can like walk around and be like, okay, I need to visit this spot, and this spot when we go.
Okay.
Basically anything that looks like it might project magic in some way, the fountain, anything that might have any forms of writing or hieroglyphs or anything like that, anything of interest. Draw a little outline of it and like little stars on the map of like where to go.
Okay. So that was the first thing?
That was the first thing.
Second thing.
I want he wants to try to make one of two things. Either make a slot in like the back of his forearm to hold the spell blade, almost like the hidden blade in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, or make a magnetic thing on his back so that he doesn't have to switch it off. He can just like slap it on his back, grab his gun, put the gun back, and pick it up while it's still active. He just wants a way, because the way the spell sword works is he still has to be like channeling magic into it. So he can't just drop it and switch to a gun really quick like a normal sword.
Okay. Make a tinkering check.
Should be proficient in this, but let me double check. Yeah. Just the proficiency bonus or any stat bonus?
Add your intelligence modifier, since you're trying to create something brand new here.
Okay. Okay, 17.
17. Okay. You don't have a finished product. You definitely feel like you're on the right path. You have a few within the limited amount of time that you have, and when the idea came to you, you're able to come up with generalized prototypes that you're like, yeah, this should definitely work, but I got to get some shit.
Okay.
You feel like you're really, really, really on the right path with this, though. Kind of dancing between, do I want it on my arm, do I want it on my back?
If he can, he wants it on his arm, like a blade coming out of his arm.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you feel like you're on the right track, but there's still a bit of tweaking that you have to do and some other interesting tidbits that you may need to find parts for.
Okay.
But you feel like you're on the right path here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'll make a note of that.
That was it.
Okay.
That's my days.
Kasumi and Zaan, you walk into the dancing sale, and the interior looks very extravagant. There's a massive chandelier hanging in the foyer. You look at the front desk, and you see a fairly large, burly, dark-skinned man. Definitely has a lot of gray in his black hair and in his beard. Very nicely dressed. And he looks at you all and goes, "Good morning, sir." And he kind of looks at the four-tailed fox thing you're carrying that just looks fucking pissed. Can I help you two with something?
Yes. I need whatever room has your finest bath. For like 4 hours.
We don't do by the hour, we do it by the day.
Sure. What's the day then?
Very well. Just the one of yours, that'll run you 50 gold pieces.
Son doesn't give a shit. He's putting 50 gold on that fucking table.
Very well, and he takes the coins, turns around, opens up a cabinet with a key of his own, grabs a key, hands it to you. It'll be up there on the second floor. Hang a left at the top of the stairs. Be room number 14.
Thank you very much. Take the hand not holding the fox under my arm now and walk up the stairs.
And he just, you can get the sense that you're being watched, and if you glance back, you'll see him kind of leaning on his elbow, watching you go up with the animal thing, and just looks curious.
I'm gonna shake my fat fucking tail at him. The blue.
So you head on up the stairs to the second floor, hang a left like he told you, look for room 14. Kasumi, you've seen rooms of a similar scale from your, burglary. Zaan, you've never seen a room like this. The closest you've seen is the room that you had at the Lone Palm Inn in Southerquay? Not Southerquay. Locust Harbor. But this is like 3 steps above that. Very nice, like wooden moldings. Everything looks to either be painted gold or made of gold. The bed is massive. The front room is just gorgeous. You just immediately start looking around, bathtub, 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 and soon enough you're able to find it. And within short order, you were able to figure out the orangish stones. You toss them in, you fill it up with the water that's provided in large pottery vases. You have a hot bath. You just gonna slam dunk Kasumi in there, or what are you doing?
No. I'm gonna say
Touchdown! Goosh!
3 points! I'm gonna set her down on the ground in front of me. See? Was that not worth it? You didn't even have to pay for the room.
Didn't really know what to do about the situation currently.
Well, you can either take the bath or I'm going to take the bath. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do they have like one of the little room protector things, like the room divider?
You are able to find one of those. Yes, it's currently accordioned against the wall, just so it's kind of out of the way.
then she's gonna like tuck herself in a corner, sit down, and just plop her paws over her eyes. She's gonna do this.
Oh, on the other side of the divider so he can bathe?
She's gonna go just hide away.
And away.
Zaan's gonna take the divider and actually pull it out. It's like, you do not get to see me in my glory.
She just stays there with her paws over her eyes.
But people take a bath. A glorious bath. The bath of the ages.
Okay.
These stories told.
So many suds. It's in my eye! The rogue bubble of 82. Or of 49, I should say.
Oh. So I meant. Oh.
Is there anything else? Judging by the silence, there is nothing else. So, everyone is bathed. Everyone has their outfits. The day finally comes around. You all head towards the Blue Cathedral, where you had heard it would be taking place. Vanera, you are met at the entrance to the wedding grounds by Otis. And as you all arrive there, you see that there's a lot of wooden structures have been erected, sort of like wooden buttresses almost. It's like the pillars you would see in a room that would hold up the ceiling, but they're just kind of out there holding up nothing but the mostly see-through silks that are hung to decorate the outside. As you arrive, Otis holds out an arm for you, Vanera, to take. The rest of you file on in. Okay.
Kasumi,
What?
what's Vanera doing with Otis?
I think she likes him.
No, I can't. No! I don't think Zaan's ever been to a wedding, to be blatantly honest.
Oh no, we didn't talk about wedding etiquette and manners.
You had your chance. You had 2 hours.
So,
God damn it!
is he like... Is that not also, like... No, it's not getting married. Is there, like... Is there, like, the culprit?
No, I think they're just going together.
Oh, okay. Well, Zaan's just gonna walk in.
I am confused.
What?
According to my databanks, there should be lots of mead. Or is it, I don't know what the Aslands have for their traditions. I think I might just have dwarven wedding traditions.
You know what the best thing to do in this type of situation is? It is to not expect things and just kind of have fun.
Go
When
with
in
So there's a
Romana.
fight?
I don't think there's gonna be a fight. At least we're not planning one.
Hope to God there's not one.
Zaan's ears perk up as soon as he hears fight. He's like,
I'm pretty sure fights are supposed to break out at weddings.
We're not here to start a fight.
But you just said fun.
You will get kicked out so fast.
You hear a clearing of the throat as you are having this conversation in front of guards. And they just kind of look at you and it's like,
oh, hi. Did you want to be in the fight too?
They're not used to these types of events, so.
keep in line, is all he says.
Oh, I'll help you escort him out.
He kind of looks at you and looks at Zaan, looks at you and gives like the faintest little nod.
We are here to be seen and not heard.
So, the cathedral is called the Blue Cathedral. It's very simple to see why. The roofing shingles are a very, very rich, deep blue. It is one of the grandest places of worship in the kingdom. It's absolutely massive. As you walk up towards the doors, they are wide open, and you see inside there's already quite a few people gathered. Excuse me. There's quite a few of the nobility, some that you've seen, some that you haven't. You do see the male glens off to one side, the shorter halfling rulers of the town male glen that you had passed through before and helped with the shadow demon thing. Inside, the cathedral has a very, very incredibly high ceiling. There's stained glass windows everywhere that depict sea creatures and ships, very much a testament to the kingdom's maritime legacy. There's already some bards playing in the corner. And you see up towards the front, where the altar would be, Godric, the dragonborn that came to help with the second assassination attempt that happened, is standing there. And he's in very, very regal, deep blue, ceremonial style robes. Otis leads you, Vanera, more towards the front, where he has his own place of honor to sit as the current archmage. Yeah. The rest of you, back of the church.
Damn.
No,
So you turn around and
Save them. We get back of the church.
No, there's you do have seats close to the front. You're a little bit behind where Vanera is sitting, so she definitely got herself the right ride to the ceremony to be up closer.
Yo.
But the ceremony begins. The Admiral, Grant Greyeye, comes in from the side. He is accompanied by his fellow naval officers. They are dressed in their finest sailing uniforms. His seems to be of a similar type, but very, very clean, very white, has gold braiding around the edges and just adornments everywhere. And for the few times that you've seen him, he seems very comfortable being around the royalty, very confident in the way that he's able to hold himself. He looks nervous as shit. He's kind of fidgeting. He's kind of checking his stuff, just making sure he looks okay. Soon enough, you see coming up the aisle, there's a hush in the crowd as everyone turns around, and you see the Queen Sonia come up with Ena linked to her arm. Both of them look just drop dead gorgeous. You wouldn't believe that the Queen... You're not sure how old the Queen is, but you know that Ena is already in her mid-20s, and the Queen already looks almost like she's just an older sister. But that is elves for you. They come down the aisle, and they... Ena gives a very shameless wave towards all of you, where the rest of the guests, she's kind of giving them like polite nods and smiles, and you guys are just like...
Briggs just double thumbs up.
They go and sit towards the front, which is a little bit odd to see, you know, the Queen taking a seat where normal people would be, but this is not her day. Let me catch up where I was.
Do we get wedding music?
You know, I looked for that. Don't have any. Sirenscape is lacking in that, and it is.
Do we don't have any royal-esque music? No, nothing more royally.
Nothing. It's very You guys can fill in the blanks here.
I'm sure it's copyrighted.
So as Emma and the Queen go and sit down, the bards pause for a moment. The music begins to swell. It's not the usual music that those of you who have been to weddings have heard. It's very more upbeat, very kind of sea shanty-esque, but with a very bright note behind it. You all turn and you see the Princess Ena walking down the aisle arm in arm with King Damien. You see out through the doors of the cathedral as you turn to look that it appears that she came out of a carriage pulled by a team of some sort of creatures. All you can see are the tails swishing back and forth. Behind them are her maids of honor. They're dressed in gowns embroidered with pearls and seashells. They all have wreaths of flowers in their hair. Ena, though she is not an elf, she's the daughter of the first queen, still looks absolutely gorgeous. Her hair is braided. They're walking down the aisle. Everyone stands and waits for them to come towards the front. And as they get towards the front of the altar, the king hands her off to Grant, who takes her hand and leads her up, and the king goes and sits beside Queen Sonia, and you can see that he's doing a good job of keeping it all in. But the ceremony is presided over by Godric, the Dragonborn cleric you had met before. Let me catch up where I am.
All I can think of is the episode of Fairly Odd Parents. Godric, no!
Anyway, so it begins the wedding ceremony by invoking blessings from Kadal upon the couple. The bride and groom, they exchange their vows with each other. Okay, sorry. The admiral promises to love and protect his bride no matter what perils they may face on land or sea, and Ena in turn vows to stand by Grant's side even if the winds of fate threaten to blow them apart. The couple exchange their rings. Godric offers a blessing over them, praying for the couple's union to be strong and everlasting. The couple would then be declared husband and wife. The guests erupting in applause, everyone's clapping. Then after the ceremony, the newlyweds lead the procession out of the church, and they go out through the front and they stop to turn and greet everyone as they're exiting, and everyone is directed off to the left, where you go through a wrought iron gate that has been opened and a large green hedge that you had seen before but hadn't gotten a chance to go and explore it all. But there's a lovely grass greenery area of this part of the cathedral. Everywhere else is all cobblestone, and this feels more like you're just out in the forest in a meadow somewhere. Then you can see that as Brick was concerned that there was no mead or anything, he's found the mead. There is a grand reception. Those same floating ringed orbs are suspended in the air, hovering and floating in the breeze. There's music, and there's the people that were at the back of the church that had beaten you out because they were closer to the exit are already there, finding mugs of ale. They're already dancing to the bards. You can see there's a large cake. It's adorned with sugar sculptures of sea creatures, and of course the newlywed couple sitting on top. You all go find drinks, dance, start having fun.
Question, DM. When we go out to the courtyard, just seeing how open air it is, I'm going to summon Mortar and like, keep an eye out just in case. So I'm going to have him kind of circling. And
there's plenty of places for Mortar to alight upon and find a perch to stand, and he kind of goes around everywhere, and he'll like alert you every now and then to something he sees that's kind of funny, and then you're just like, nah, he's just drunk, leave him alone. As the festivities continue, there's games, drinking, merrymaking, and eventually the king towards the front of the reception area, nearest to the booze, raises his tankard and starts calling out, "Dear friends and honored guests, today is a great day of joy and celebration. I am honored to stand before you as king and as father of the bride, my darling Ena. Today she marries the man of her dreams, the valiant Admiral Grant Marshall. The Admiral has served our kingdom with honor and distinction, and he has defended our shores from countless threats, and he weirdly does not make eye contact with Zaan. His bravery and skill have earned him the respect and admiration of all who know him, and he is a true hero, and I am now proud to call him my son-in-law. Ena, my darling Ena, kind, compassionate soul with a heart as pure as snow that falls on our mountains, and yet can be violent and ruthless when necessary. She has shown love and kindness to all those she meets, yet never wavers in the defense of our kingdom, and has a true gift of bringing our people together. Together, Ena and Grant represent the best of our kingdom. They are brave, kind, and compassionate, and they embody the values that we hold dear. As they embark on this new journey together, I have no doubt that they will continue to make our kingdom proud. So, my dear friends and honored guests, I ask you to join me in raising a glass to the happy couple. May their love continue to grow and flourish, and may they live long and happy lives together. To Ena and Grant! You hear everyone cheering, raising their glass, and there's a long pause as everyone just starts chugging back.
Zaan holds up the bag of unending liquor.
You get a drink, you get a drink, and you get a drink!
Should have asked us to cater.
If you, good point. If you would like to roll on that table and get a drink from the bag of unending liquor,
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, 15.
I'd rather get one from the jug.
did you roll a d20? I think it was just a d12.
Oh, is
No.
it?
I think it's just a d12.
Absolutely not, Brick.
Oh, D12, you are correct. I think I've got
It's a party. We should do party tricks.
Absolutely.
Oh, you
not.
want the jug? Oh, you want that jug?
Absolutely not.
Party tricks.
I have my D100 right here.
Me too.
You guys bring it.
You always have it.
We don't have our gear on.
We should let the king take a sip.
No.
No.
Watch him roll a nat 1 and die.
Chaos!
Threats to our kingdom immediately starts looking at Zaan again. I didn't do it.
King
Well,
dies.
he didn't make eye contact with you, is what I'm saying.
aware,
Oh,
but
okay.
this time he would.
Okay, this time he would.
Yes, I rolled a 9, by the way.
A 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you got a sex on the beach. It's vodka, peach schnapps, orange juice, and cranberry juice.
Ooh.
Yum.
It's one of these.
Okay, let's not have that on stream. Do you try to get the jug from Kasumi?
If she has it.
I will assist.
Rick?
What?
Are you trying to get the jug from Kasumi?
Yes.
Are you going to do it by force?
Mira's gonna
Stealth?
glare daggers at you.
I need to
Just
know how
love to
you're
look
trying
at-
to do this. Are you doing very blatant? Are you trying to be sneaky?
I'm just looking at Kasumi. Please.
No.
I cast hold person.
Oh.
She's a fox. That doesn't count.
Do this at the wedding? No.
Cast hold person.
What's this? What's the save? What does she need to roll?
It is a
Kasumi.
wisdom save of 16.
Has been apprehended too many times
Listen,
this episode.
listen. Mine was acceptable because now we're both even more amazing.
She didn't take a bath.
Wisdom save of what?
16.
17.
Damn it.
She resists it, and you just feel this
Just like I
sharp...
have my finger pointing at her. Oh.
That's a... Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Really?
We're going to rape.
Really?
Figure it out.
Misfire? You know my magic is messing up.
She's gonna fucking glare at Brick. She's gonna 180-degree pivot step and walk away and start talking to some random soldiers.
Thankfully, you are saved from having to do too much random small talk as Grant calls attention to the crowd. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, I am honored to marry the love of my life, Ena." She's definitely sloshed a little bit. "And have so many of you here to share in our joyous occasion. However, our happiness today would not be possible without the bravery and skill of a group of individuals who risked their lives to protect my beloved bride. The Tempests!" And he's kind of like looking around trying to find you, and he sees a few of you, and he's like pointing over at Brick, who's, shiny metal, very easy to see. "They had no obligation to help us, yet they stood by our side in the face of danger and ensured that the Baroness who sought to harm our princess was thwarted at every turn. And he's like starting to wander through the crowd trying to find one of you. Again, he goes, "I cannot express in words how thankful I am to them for their unwavering heroism, and he's wobbling towards you, Brick, in dedication to rooting out this evil within our kingdom. And he, like, downs his tankard, hands it to someone else, grabs 2, gives 1 to you. They put themselves in harm's way to ensure that my bride was safe, and for this, and he, big hand, like he's almost your height, puts a hand on your shoulder, I am eternally grateful. To the Tempests, I offer my deepest appreciation and respect. Your courage and selflessness are an inspiration to us all. And you see that, like, Ena is just, like, beet red, just watching him. And I know that Ena will never forget the risks you made on our behalf. So, as we celebrate our marriage today, we thank you for being part of our journey. To the Tempests! And you hear more crowds and a smattering of blood. Most people have heard of you, but you especially see Emma in the corner. She's, full on clapping. The king and the queen are both also. She's a little bit more reserved. You can see she's very pleased, but she's got that kind of regalness to her as she's clapping. And you just have now a very drunk half-orc leaning against you, Brick. Just start talking to you. So what are you doing next after all this and all you've done for us?
We're hunting a pirate, and then we're going to go kill some elementals.
Well, that sounds bloody enthralling! Can I come? And at this point, you see his head jerk back as Ena has his ear. And though she's very elegantly dressed and it's like a very gorgeous gown, you can kind of see with the over-the-shoulder strap, she's kind of buff. Like, she's definitely used to a more militaristic style of living. And she grabs his ear and goes, "Excuse me, husband, I'll be having some words with him. Come here." And just drags you away. He's like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow."
DM,
Yes.
while this happens,
Yes.
can I cast
Oh no.
daylight? No.
Ow!
It is still early afternoon, by the way. The ceremony was happening roughly around lunchtime, so that everyone, after the vows and everything had been done, everyone was just like, "Feed me." Sorry.
Is it like 5, 6 o'clock? Would you say, or
No, it's closer to like 2, 3. Like, it's still a nice bright blue sky, clouds rolling in.
okay? We'll hold off for now.
That concerns me.
No, I don't think it should.
What are you hunting for?
No.
I can't remember. Is Emma? Emma has a husband, right?
No.
Or she has a boyfriend?
No.
Oh.
She's Fern's apprentice.
I want to
Or
find him.
helping Fern.
Emma is actually currently in front of the bards with Fern dancing.
With who?
With Fern. Dancing. With Fern.
Gotcha.
You sure? Say it again.
Yes.
A little bit slower.
No. I misunderstood it first.
Okay.
Gonna go steal a dance?
Otis does eventually come up to you. He does have a tankard of ale, but he seems to be kind of holding his own. Okay.
Oh no, the bird's got to get drunk. We have to see what that fucker's like when he's not got to stick up his butt.
Here, have some of this jug.
No.
Well, he does eventually come back up to you, Vanera, and would you care to dance, Vanera? I am okay, let's go. As you just like grab his hand and like start yanking him towards the area where everyone's dancing. There's a fairly significant height difference between you, but even with his big ol' owl feet, he's a very accomplished dancer, and you soon find that he is very comfortable taking the lead. And
Fuck yeah.
with his size and his kind of wingspan, you clear a little bit of a area. I need you to make a performance check, though.
Oh no! 2 left hooves. 17.
17. Well, with his 18, you both mesh very, very nicely. You're not terribly familiar with dancing in these sort of venues. You're certainly not super familiar with the dance styles, but Otis is confident enough that you very easily flow with him into the motions that he's going with. So those two are dancing. Emma and Fern are dancing. Anyone else? Kasumi, are you still chatting up some random guard?
Yeah.
Rick is going to go find the best wine he can at the party. Not like beer or meat or anything, wine.
Okay. You head up towards where the king was originally giving his speech, where he was very close to the liquor. And you request from one of the servants for one of the best wines, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Ah, yes, the king did tell me to give you whatever sort of drink the Tempests wished. Wine, you say? Do you have a preference of color?"
One of each.
One of each.
Wow.
Very well. And where you see a few bottles are kind of on display, he kind of like glances around, like reaches under the table and grabs one, fills up a glass, sneaks it back under. And he comes back with 2 glasses and goes, "There you are, sir."
I will take both, and I go. Is there any other finer liquors that you would suggest?
Depends on what sir would like. These are the finest bottles we have of wine.
Is there anything similar to wine that you have?
You were like making me have to pick through your brain of what the fuck you're asking for. Could you help me out?
I'm asking for like, because there's like meat and beer and all this stuff, and then like wine is known as like the fancier stuff.
Well, you do see that there appears to be a few casks that are there, and you see other servants serving other customers, and you see things that look like ale, things that look like a much darker brew. You see other bottles that have more amberish or sort of like that deep, like reddish brown rum color.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you. I walk away. I go find Kasumi.
Okay, so Kasumi, you are chatting with the guard who looks like he's just trying to do his job, just trying to watch everything. You keep kind of pestering him, like, I don't know what you might be asking him, but he definitely seems like, look, you're nice and all, but I'm trying to work here. And meanwhile, you're just like, please talk to me so I don't have to talk to that who is now really approaching you.
These really crazy friends over here that are trying to make me be destructive at a wedding, and I really don't want to be destructive. Also, you have a really cool suit. Is that made out of metal? Can I touch it? Can I tap
You're
it?
right. Tink, 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 tink. Brick does arrive with the wines.
Are you walking up to me?
Yeah.
She's gonna snap to look back, like snap her neck to look back at you. Can I help you?
Oh, shit.
I have a peace offering. I got one of each because I didn't know which one you prefer.
You don't want the jug, do you?
No. Well, I always want the jug, but I also don't want you to be mad at me. And I'm sorry.
Chaos is not a good thing to do at a wedding, especially a big fancy wedding like this one.
You hear from across the floor. Bullshit!
Now, if you want to take the jug and go in the forest and go be disruptive, you can. But not here.
Forest is a long way away from here.
I promise I won't try to get or persuade you to give me the jug at the wedding. We can do it later.
Good. Glad we had this discussion. She looks back at the soldier. See, it wasn't that hard. Oh, well, anyways, you have a great day, sir. We appreciate your help. And she turns to look back at you. What do you have?
I think this is white wine and red wine. Didn't know which one you would prefer.
It's very observant. Yes, that is red. That is white-ish.
I just told them to give
Brick,
me
you know your colors.
I just told them to give me whatever was really good. I don't know anything about food or drink.
And she's gonna stick both her hands. Let me see.
Okay.
And she's gonna take them and sniff both of them.
They are both very, very, very good old vintages.
Can she tell by
What
the
year?
scent which one is the dry one and which one is the sweet one?
The white would be dry, the red would be sweeter.
She's gonna give the white one back to Brick.
You want me to go get more of the red?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I have to ask, Pez, what are you doing?
Huh? I'm
what are you...
dancing on the floor like Mr. Filch and his cat.
With hamburger.
Yep.
Have you been drinking at all?
I just had one libation. That's it.
Well, I'm just curious.
That's all it took.
Yeah, I'm just vibing. Trying not to smack people with my giant feather.
Okay. You were very unsuccessful in that, but you're so low that it's kind of like hitting hips and stuff, and people generally don't notice too much.
You just hear an occasional.
Hamburger seems to be quite enjoying himself. He's kind of floofed up, head on a swivel, periscoped around. Zaan, are you doing anything in particular?
Was everybody pretty much a couple here?
Well, Pez has hamburger.
Not
Veneer is
us,
with
you
Otis.
dingle.
Oh.
He's like, where are the single ladies? Where are the
Yes.
bridesmaids?
I need Lurge to enjoy.
I mean, there's...
I don't care if I gotta grab a fucking big ass guard chick. I'll fucking do it. I don't give a shit if they're working.
Where's Big Booty Bitches at?
I need spontaneous booty.
You know what? Yes.
Zaan in the quest for big booty bitches.
You... I am not calling this episode that.
Yes,
I
the
am.
fuck
Yeah.
you are.
I
Just see
vote for that
Zaan
one.
taking the stage, grabbing some bard's lute, going, I was just a skinny lad, never knew.
I fucking refuse. I will not allow this. Okay. You know what?
Do it.
Yeah, fuck it. You wander around the party. You've got yourself. Did you get yourself a drink?
I'm carrying around an unending amount of drinks in a bag.
Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted to go for something that you knew what it was, or if you're just gonna keep rolling the dice for your random drink.
If I want a drink, I'm gonna roll a die.
Okay. You wander around for a little while, and you see that there are some guards that are definitely there, and they are working. They have their helmets on. They have their hands on the hilt of their sword. You do see a tabaxi woman in guard attire, but it's more along the lines of how Brick was
Are you
dressed. This water's strong, man. For how Brick was dressed for the dinner. She is definitely way taller than you. She seems to hold herself with a fair bit of confidence, and she's kind of standing there talking with the captain of the guard that you've seen a few times, the Goliath gentleman. And they're just kind of, where he seems very stoic and serious, she has a nice kind of serene smile to her. She's kind of looking around, seems to be enjoying herself. She has a glass of wine herself in her hand, just enjoying the festivities.
I'm going to approach the captain.
Okay. You approach the captain, and he kind of looks down at you and grunts and goes, "You're behaving yourself."
I am. But I'm about to misbehave myself. I need your subordinate, please.
He kind of looks from you to the tabaxi, who kind of raises her eyebrows at you and is like, "For me?"
Yes, for you. I, my lady, I need to dance.
Ooh la la.
Make a persuasion check.
Are you Pepe Le Pew?
What's my persuasion? Plus
Ah,
6?
yes, the smell of
That would be a
love.
22,
Oh la
DM.
la.
Ooh la
Oh
la.
la la.
A 22. She goes, well, don't mind if I do. Captain, and she passes the wine glass off to him, and he kind of like, he takes it like instinctually as she like takes your hand, and he's just like, wait a minute. What the fuck?
I've been bamboozled! Black alert!
Let me get you a picture of this.
Run amok.
Quite possibly.
We didn't land on Sherwood Forest. Sherwood Forest landed on us.
I'm Sherwood. You're the forest.
She takes your hand. She is walking with you to the dance floor, and she says, I recognize you. You are one of the Tempests, yes?
Yes, I am Zorokasin Zaan.
Why is this not cooperating with me? I need you. Zuli, do the thing!
Zuli, do the thing.
What the hell? Work, damn you.
Zuli, will you do the thing for the rest of our lives?
She introduces herself as, and now my document's just losing its fucking mind. Come on. I got a show to run here. She says, well, my name is Lieutenant Yvonne. It is good to meet you, sir.
How do you spell Levon?
Yvonne. It's Yvonne.
Ooh.
Jovan Shkavowski.
Well, it's Stahlberg, technically, but... Are you gonna
It's
let
a
me...
pleasure to meet you.
There we go.
I'm happy that I can relieve you from any stress that you might be feeling, but...
Oh, well, the captain
Brave.
can be a bit doldrum, but it is a party, and he is oddly more limber than usual.
Ooh.
BAM!
No.
Zaan knows how to fight.
As you get to the dance floor with her, let me see. Do I have her height? I don't have her height. We're just gonna say she's a little bit taller than you. Would you like to lead, or
4
shall
foot.
I?
Oh, Zaan is full on leading this bitch. Not her, sorry, leading the event. Leading the event, not her. She's not a bitch.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Yay. Ooh. I don't know what my performance is. +2? 16.
Okay. You definitely started to lead, but she ends up taking over with a natural 20, and you find yourself being led through motions that you didn't even know that your feet knew how to do. It's definitely it's a dance that's sort of reminiscent of what you're used to. Just both of you kind of being more seafaring folk, but the steps are a little bit different from what you're used to. But you find yourself having a good fun time. All of you take breaks now and then, grab more drinks, dance some more, eat. The day goes on. Everyone's generally having a great time. Eventually, the sun begins to dip down low over the horizon, and as it begins to darken, those metallic spheres that had been set to float have little lights appear inside of them. They're not quite the same sort of fireflies like what you have for the wagon. There seem to be little motes of light, and they kind of use every now and then see a little bit of a arcane ember kind of shoot out past the rotating circular bands and fizzles very quickly after leaving. But it provides enough light, and it doesn't seem like the party's going to be ending anytime soon. So, as the time goes on and the festivities continue, eventually, the king, who some of you who are a little bit more perceptive may have seen that he's had quite a few tankards in him, but he is holding his liquor like a champion. Unlike Grant, who is kind of almost making a fool of himself. He's kind of like flailing around on the dance floor, doesn't really have his motor functions quite right. But he eventually comes and finds a you know, I'm gonna roll a couple dice to see who he grabs.
At some point, I would have looked at Kasumi after she finished the first glass or two, and just like, "Do you want to dance?"
Do you know the robot?
I don't really know how to.
Oh, neither do I. We just sit here and watch them.
No, dance.
Yeah, we'll just watch everybody else dance. I don't feel like making a fool out of myself right now.
Which is very
That is
convenient because you two are the ones that I rolled the dice and got as
Oh,
a
no!
result. So as the two of you are sitting and watching the others dancing, the king comes up and joins you at the table. Well,
Majesty.
it's good to see the two of you. I hope you are enjoying yourselves here. I hope this isn't too much outside of your comfort level.
It's definitely a first.
It's a beautiful wedding you have put together, and I'm sure you feel a lot more at ease now that everything is.
Relieved is the word that
Yes.
I would choose there. Well, I wish to find some of you to inform you, as I myself have just received word, and the rest of your companions seem to be having fun, so I do not wish to interrupt them. I want to let you know that I do intend to keep my promise of getting you a ship, and have come to learn that the one that I had in mind has returned to port.
Okay. That's good, right?
It is very good. The captain can be a bit stern, and he does not like idle hands on his vessel. But he is also one of the only ones insane enough to take on the task that you are wishing to undertake. The ship is known as the Harper's Fury, and it is commanded by Captain Eric.
Eric.
And that is E-I-R-I-K.
Okay.
The ship is not scheduled to be ready to leave for the next little while. There are repairs and resupplies, as I have been told. And you will need to check in with him, and will probably need to receive some training for him to accept you upon his vessel.
Training.
As I said, he does not allow for idle hands.
So he wants us to help with the ship.
Of course.
I'm sure that won't be a problem for most of us.
Well, there are many aspects to the ship that you may partake in. Namely, there's navigation, repair, lookout, combat, rigging. So, whichever either of you would like to partake in, all you must do is meet with him, let him know what you would like to be trained in, and when he deems that you are ready, you'll be able to set sail. But
You said in a few days? You said the ship will be ready?
depending on how long your training would be, the ship itself should be ready within the next week or so, however long your training takes. That will... Even though I am king, even I cannot fully control that man and his vessel.
Lovely. Well, we appreciate it. We really do, because we've been trying to find a way over there for a while.
Well, judging by the character of your group, and he kind of looks over at Vanera dancing with Otis, and Zaan dancing with the Dubaxi, and Pez just kind of with Hamburger. I believe you will fit in very well with his crew, which is why I chose him. They are all just insane enough for the task at hand. But that is a problem for tomorrow. Please continue to drink, enjoy yourselves. Do not be afraid to go to the dance floor. I've seen you both watching. I know you are eager to join.
Neither of us know
Thanks.
how to dance.
Or I will have you jailed.
Really?
I was born
Ena!
3 months ago. Oh no.
Or sorry, not Emma! Emma, where are you? And you see her come from the dance floor from where she was dancing with Fern. You see them both like give themselves like very overly dramatic bows as she comes over and goes, "Yes, you could instruct Brick to dance, yes? Well, I would love to." She just like she doesn't even. She grabs your hand, pulls you out of the chair. And then the king kind of looks over at you, Kasumi, and goes, "Would you care to join me?"
Oh shit!
Yes.
I don't want your wife to kill me.
Trust me, if anyone's going to receive backlash, it would be me.
Okay.
I've danced with her plenty of times over the years, and already today she can spare a little bit of time away from me. Come. And he kind of goes to like grab your hand and pull you almost against your will if you like really struggle.
Again? For the third time today?
He casts command. Dance.
I will just put this into perspective. Kasumi has a -1 to her strength.
Well, he's not like forcing you. It's like a really jovial, friendly urging, like, come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that I'm dancing with King and everyone's gonna be staring at me and I don't know how to dance.
Performance checks from the both of you.
No!
Oh, I'm gonna gesture to the lieutenant and point at my friends.
Let's see. Where's yay, performance +0. 10.
10? Okay. Kasumi?
Yeah.
19.
19. Okay. Brick, you're obviously fairly clunky. You've never danced before. But Emma doesn't seem to really care. She's just kind of having fun. And she starts going through a few motions and realize you're kind of loose, so she kind of like stops you and just says like, just kind of, do whatever. And she just kind of starts kind of shimmying around, so more simple moves and just, like starts throwing elbows. And she's still in like a pretty nice dress, but she doesn't give a fuck. Like she's throwing her arms around, she's dancing, twirling, hopping up and down with the bards as they're changing songs. And it's very infectious, her energy and just her youthfulness. And even with your 10, while you're still sort of rigid and kind of like making a lot of noise, bouncing up and down as a giant metal man, you clear a little bit of a space around you because of it, but you start kind of having fun. You're not like super great at it, but you're enjoying. You can have some fun.
Okay.
Vanira, you're hinting at something there.
No, it's just the GIF that I posted in spoilers.
Oh no. Hang on. Join the Discord if you want to see what we're talking about. What have you done? Sure, why not? Kasumi, with your role, the king, he's also a little bit more formal in the way that he moves, like versus Brick and Ena, who are just sort of like half flailing. The steps that he leads you through, they're far simpler than what you were expecting. And it definitely feels like something that if you spent like an hour or two practicing, you'd be able to nail it just fine.
I picture it's very much like that ballroom stance where hand like supporting the lower back, and he's basically like that solid frame.
Very, very much so. It's a very kind of rigid sort of dance style. If you had found another partner, maybe be a little bit more loose. Like you even see like Vanira and Otis. He's got a much different style from what the king is doing, and to the point where he's kind of like giving Vanira little twirls around and sort of thing. But it's all good fun. You've had a few drinks, so your inhibitions are slightly marred. Everyone's just having a good time. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? Anyone that someone wants to talk to as the festivities continue? I have an idea of where Zaan's going with his partner. No?
Where?
Okay. No.
No.
Disregard.
The bedroom.
Does it look like the party's dying down at all?
No.
Okay. And what time is it now?
It's getting far later into, like, the time has flown.
So,
the
like,
alcohol doesn't
10
seem to end with Zaan's help, of course. Sorry, that
10,
way.
11-ish.
It's getting on to that time, yeah.
I'm just picturing Zaan pulling drinks out left and right, and every time he pulls something out he doesn't like, he's like, here, this is yours now. And just keeps pulling stuff out.
Young man, I am swooning at tabaxi.
I secretly cast Aid
Hmm?
at 5th level
Oh.
on the king, Princess Ena, and the new husband.
And Grant?
Grant. Yes. It doesn't do anything. Like, they shouldn't feel anything at all. It raises their maximum and current hit points by, since it's 5th level, by 20.
Damn.
Is there a time release on that?
8 hours.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the king just rips out of his clothing. He's just absolutely jacked.
That's more what's happening to Grant. Like, you saw him all like nice and pristine. He's been dancing and kind of warming up. He's unbuttoned a few times. You see, like, he's very, very well built sort of gentleman, hairy chest kind of deal. And you see, like, he's kind of like sloshing around, but with that little boost, you see like new vigor in him. Is like, oh, I can drink a lot more now. Like, kind of like when you've had a lot to eat, but then you have a really good burp, and you're like, oh, there's room.
Mm-hmm.
Or Kasumi, water!
Is that the jug of anything? All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do as the festivities continue on?
Nope.
Okay.
To continue to have fun with people.
Assassinate the king.
Sir? The party continues on into the wee hours of the morning. Before you realize it, is anyone just like partying until the sun comes up? Or will people start to like drift off as it starts to get really late?
Well, I was gonna party. Not gonna party anymore, DM.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do.
With the amount of liquor you're pulling out of your bag, it's probably not a hard ask.
Yay.
Well, what about that there performance check?
He's fine. Yeah.
Why do I picture at one point in time during the night that Zaan gets picked up and his feet are just dangling while she's dancing?
Oh, like a kid, he's just like mom toddler dancing at the wedding with the kids passed the fuck out.
Not fiasco out.
Okay, so is anyone staying up super, super late? Because I'll need constitution checks at some point.
Nope. I probably...
late.
I'm just
Okay.
keeping tabs on the group.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Zaan will eventually... Kasumi, if you're watching him, him and the Lieutenant Yvonne will be seen leaving the hedges back inwards towards the city. We'll leave it at that for now.
Kasumi's like, yeah, fuck it.
Fine.
Anyone else?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, as the wee hours of the morning arrive, there's still plenty of dancing, celebrating, revelry. Continues on into the wee hours of the morning even. The sun even begins to come back up, and there's still, you can hear way more drunken bard plucking, like one that started to help themselves and just never really went to sleep. But eventually, as the sun really begins to peek over the horizon, the noise finally kind of dies down, at least for a little while, until the next day begins. And that is where we're going to end the session for today.
I have the title for the new video in the wee hours of the moaning, as you first said.
Nope.
Title of Zaan sex tape.
With that being said, thank you all so much for joining us. Those of you who are watching us live on this wonderful Monday, Memorial Day. I hope everyone's being safe. If you're traveling, please drive or fly. Well, you can't fly safe. Grab your seat and hold on for dear life if you are traveling through the air. If you're driving, please be safe. Again, if you haven't already joined the Discord, links are down below. We're going to be hanging out after the game today. Well, some of us will be, to play some games and all. So, yeah, any other closing concerns, thoughts, announcements?
Doobly-doo.
Pez Place.
See you next Friday.
Pez Place tomorrow.
See you this upcoming Friday.
Yes, for Storm King's Chaos. Be there.
And it is chaotic.
Okay.
Be there, or be square.
Well, with that being said, as Pez said, we will be back tomorrow for Pez Place. I don't exactly know what we're going to do for that. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I think we were doing dinosaurs or something, right? Maybe? Depends on if we can get the server.
Probably.
We'll figure it out. We'll doing it on the night. Okay. Be safe today. Enjoy yourselves. See you the next time we go live. Goodbye, everybody!